Chamber Chat. Our guest today is Janet Falotico, who is the Executive Director of Visit Lawrence County. Janet, welcome to Chamber Chat.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
We're glad to have you too. So I guess before we start, Janet, can you give us a little history of sort of the mission and the vision of Visit Lawrence County?
Well, I can try. I've been there 24 years. Visit Lawrence County has been around since 1988. It became designated as the official tourism agency. So that's 34 years. I've been there 24, so I know a little bit about it. It's a wonderful place to work. We're always talking about us being maybe the hostess with the mostest for the area, or the host if the shoe fits. And we talk positively about where we live and where we work. So our mission is basically to engage people in a place that is growing destination for work, visit, and play.
That sounds really great. So I think people would be surprised to learn about the size of the tourism dollar in Lawrence County. Do you have any idea, Janet, of how many dollars you can directly attribute to tourism?
I do. I have not counted them myself, but I do have some statistics that I will share with you. Our latest one is from 2020. Now, immediately when you hear that, you think, oh no, how good is that going to be? So because of the pandemic. But in 2019, we saw $133.2 million in the tourism industry.
Massive, okay.
Massive. People have no idea how much money goes into that. In 2020, it dropped quite a bit. It went down to 96.5.
Still large. Then.
Yes. Our lodging basically went down about half as well. So there was a good drop in it, but overall, it's a very strong industry. We're the second largest industry in Lawrence County.
And do you feel we're back on the upswing now?
I do. I think we're going to have bumps and ridges here and there, but overall I feel like we're at a place where we have what people want to see, and a lot of that has been the outdoor adventure, and we're just crawling with it. It's wonderful.
That's great. Do we know where tourists who visit Lawrence County come from?
Well, we know where we market.
Okay.
We know what they tell us in the state, but we market a lot of different places. So, for instance, if I do a website, Google Analytics, or something to that effect, I can find out where my marketing dollars have been spent, and the people that are logging into our website, it will show us where they came from. So I wrote down a couple to tell you. PA visits PA. So number one is PA. People love their state and they visit all over it.
Okay.
It'll be rare to find someone who doesn't do that. Ohio, neighboring to us, about 11 miles away, that also is number two, I would say.
Okay.
But the other places are Michigan, West Virginia, New York, DC, and Maryland. And we do market to all of these places. I would be remiss not to mention California, Texas, and Florida. Because yes, whether it's people that have lived here before and have moved, they want to come back, but we get a lot of requests from those states as well. So it's up there.
That's great. So one of the things that fascinates me is the burger trail.
Oh.
I've heard about it. I think I actually participated one time. So tell us about the burger trail and how that works and what the ultimate is.
Well, the Burger Trail is a local promotion. So most of the things we do are out of state. We do it out of county, so that we want to bring people in to stay overnight. Well, a promotion that we came up with was the Burger Trail, which allows the locals to get involved. It helps the restaurants because they're getting the promotion and the people in to eat. So this year, we're happy to say, I think we started at 5 restaurants in the beginning, about 3 or 4 years ago, and now we're up to 17 restaurants.
Oh my goodness.
And there's over 100 burgers to choose from. So it's not any particular burger, it's any craft burger from these restaurants. Then you go through and you can hit all 17, or you can do a halfway prize. We're offering different select prizes because not everyone can do 17 burgers.
That's a lot.
It is. Once a month I could probably say yes, but it changes things a little bit.
So how many people have actually hit that number 17?
Oh my gosh, well this is our first year, so you have all of 2022 to complete it. Now, but there are prizes again at 10. You can win prizes,
Okay.
so anyone can try it. We have a little passport, and the different restaurants will stamp your passport. So it's kind of a fun game, and you can get a T-shirt, or if you do all 17, I'm going to tell you, we have a grand prize of $250, and it'll be a Lawrence County grand prize basket.
So it's going to be our version of the all-you-can-eat hot dog contest, it sounds
Well,
like.
yeah, I guess, but it won't be all food. It'll be
I
different
see.
prizes, things that are indicative of our county.
Great. So getting back to more traditional tourism, what's your favorite hidden gem in Lawrence County? There has to be something that really you like more than anything else.
Boy, that's a loaded question because there's so many beautiful and wonderful things in Lawrence County. I'm going to choose Visit Lawrence County. I believe that we are a hidden gem and that so many people still don't know who we are
Okay.
and what we do. So that kind of encompasses all the businesses, all of the adventure, the trails, the rivers, and so forth, because we have so many places that they can go and things that they can do. And if they just find us, then they will now find all the hidden jewels. And let me just interrupt here before we go any further.
Okay.
We do a visitor's guide every year, and I'm so proud
That's
of
beautiful,
this guide.
yes.
Thank you. In that guide, I would almost bet anyone would find something they didn't know about where they live. If they would just take the time to go through that guide, and it's amazing the pride that it'll bring out in the locals that live here.
So one of the things I've noticed over the last couple of years, this is just an observation, I see a lot of cars and trucks with kayaks on top of them.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that our river launch and our boat launch programs are successful.
They are. We've been blessed with great people that work in our area, and we do have some beautiful boat launches and our trails. I'm also working with the PA Fish and Boat Commission right now on how we can better partner together on those riverways.
Okay.
And see what comes of it. There's a loaner program where you can, if you come to town and you don't have equipment, you can use the loaner program. It costs nothing, and you take it with you and you bring it back. Life jackets, loaner life jackets.
Okay.
We have not determined who's going to have those yet. I kind of feel like McConnell's Mill Marine State Park might be our
I need them,
location,
yeah.
but that's just a guess on my part. We also have wonderful McConnell's Mill that I mentioned, State Park, where typically you've got to be know what you're doing if you go out and kayak or paddleboard and,
Right.
and that sort of thing. But it is for the adventurer, and they love it. They love rappelling. Pandemic brought more people from around the area just to enjoy the out of doors.
Sure, because you felt safe in a pandemic, of
Exactly.
course.
They would grab burgers and do takeout and take them to the trail they were going to do.
So Janet, I know we have a new county state park, Quaker Falls. It's out near the Ohio border in 224. What can you tell us about that place?
Oh, yes. It is a county-owned park, and it's been in the makings for many, many years.
Okay.
A lot of people put a lot of time and effort into seeing this come to fruition. And it is close to the Ohio border, and when you turn in, you're surprised at all the parking that is available. There are trails there, and from what I understand, there's going to be even more production later on, that they've got plans for Part B and Part C.
I remember when a lot of people parked along the side of the road and had to hike back in there, so this is a little more organized and probably a little safer as well.
Many, many people have used that park for years without it being an official park. I understand with the waterfalls there, a lot of activity has happened,
Right.
but it is one of the most beautiful parks.
Great. So Janet, we have a lot of new restaurants and businesses that have opened recently. If they want to become part of Visit Lawrence County, what should they do?
Well, first of all, we did open up membership to everyone and anyone that is tourism related. So we welcome them. We want to see businesses survive. We want to see businesses thrive. So we've offered anyone and everyone that is tourism related a free listing on our website, a free listing in our visitor's guide. We'll help them with social media, whatever we can do to participate. Now, we do offer a paid membership program,
Okay.
and that I find it like skin in the game. So there are people that want more benefits,
Okay.
maybe help with their press releases, maybe a more in-depth help rather than just a listing.
So Janet, I can tell you're very passionate about your job, and that's really good to see. What do you like to do in your spare time, and where are your favorite vacation spots?
I am very passionate about where we live. I love it here. I'm a transplant. I'm originally from Georgia and then Texas. So I appreciate the four seasons that are here. I'm one of those that visit PA. Yeah,
Sure.
let's do it. I did just return from a trip to England, which was wonderful. I went abroad. I've never done that before, hit across the seas. But I think, on the most part, after 24 years, I've hit a place where I'm ready for a simpler lifestyle.
Okay.
Lawrence County offers that. You can get on the wheel and you can be as busy as you want. You can be in Pittsburgh, you can be in Erie, Akron, Cleveland. You can go just about anywhere. But if you want that laid back a little bit more, you have that too. I call it a Mayberry type atmosphere where you know the gentleman that owns Apple Castle and he'll stop and talk to you, or you can talk to your county commissioners or go meet with your mayor and you know them. I love that about where we live. And I also believe that as I'm looking at retirement in the next few years, that the young people are our future. So we have to have skin in the game with our young people.
Absolutely.
And start introducing them to all of the passions that we have. And hopefully they'll want to stay, work, play, live here, and
Agree.
make us even better than we are now.
That's right. So you like staycations, but we have a lot to offer in our staycation. So,
Oh.
Jana, thank you so much today for taking your time. Chamber Chat audience, thank you for watching today, and we will see you next time.
Bye.